Hi everyone, it's Marcie Besecker. I am a coach and manager with Fun Stamper's Journey. Why don't you come on in, have a seat, and let's get crafty. Hello everyone, happy July 1st. Today is really exciting. We have the launch of our new catalog. Brand new, beautiful catalog. Notice these beautiful succulents on the front, right here and right here. I'm going to show you how those were made with what product. Super exciting. I did go over some benefits with you of the catalog for Hostess, and what is going on for Hostess and for customers. Every customer, every $50 order, you can get an item. So it's kind of new this year. We have a broader variety of items you can choose from. So what's really nice about that is for customers that order often, and let's say you put in $50 orders a lot or 150, whatever it is, we had like 6 to 8 to 12, depending on which catalog, items to choose from. And some customers just had them all. Coaches for sure had them when we were putting orders in. Also, we got to choose, which is what's so generous about the company, is Fun Stamper's Journey allows the coaches to also benefit from some free items, which is really nice for orders that we put in. And so we had a lot of duplicates, a lot of different items. Now we have so much more to choose from. So it gives especially the customers such a great variety to choose from, and not to have to choose from the same things and have 20 packs of something, which for us, for coaches, it's kind of nice because we did swaps. We needed a bulk amount of things for certain swaps, and customers too. But the variety, the changes that were made, I'm loving. So let me just show you quickly about the changes in the catalog with the Hostess rewards and the benefits for the balloon benefits for customers. So what I want to show you in the catalog here, right at the beginning, a couple pages in, we have the host rewards. And the host rewards tells you how much of a party you put in, how many journey dollars you get for free, how many of the ATSs, which are the artisan trading stamps, the smaller sets that look like this is one. And so on this, you get your stamp and a sentiment. And this one, the die is separate, but that is what an ATS is the smaller stamps. So, and then of course you get your 50% off item once you put in the larger amount of parties or an order for your party. So if your party's $150, you get $20 for journey dollars and you get a free ATS. And the ATSs are listed in the back of the book. Just a helpful tool. What we do, a lot of people, is because you get a free ATS with a party and multiple ones for the higher volume parties. This is a new catalog, so I've not done it yet, but I like to go through and mark off the ones I have. That way, when I'm able to get a free ATS, I'm going to look at it and try and choose one that I don't already have, unless I need one specifically for a reason. If I'm going to do a class or something and I want to have multiples. So this is a really helpful tool, and it also tells you what page they're on. So you can look through here, decide, oh, I really like, the new ones are all down here. And you could say, oh, I really want this one. It's on page 46. So when you go to page 46, it's going to be right here. And this one comes with the ATS, which is what you could get free with an order, but it also comes with dies. And remember, if you buy it as a bundle, you get it at a reduced price. I believe you get 10% off of it. So that's kind of nice if you're going to buy something, you want to get it together. Unless you're getting a stamp set for free with an ATS, then the dies are, then of course the dies by themselves are less than a whole bundle. So that's something to think of. We also have the Spanish section is new, and I want to show that to you quickly here. right about here. And we had multiple coaches asking for a Spanish section. And Richard came up with this amazing idea, which I thought was just genius, is this is a full set. It's a sentiment set. This is a full set sentiment. So, of course, the images from the other sets that we have will go with the sentiments. So these are the two only sentiment sets which we have that are in English that are only sentiment. But when you come here, these are ATs, which are the free ones with a qualifying order, which is a party of 150 or more. You get one of these. So let's say you have this stamp set here, this Christmas one, and you want it in Spanish. So then he has it here available to you. You can purchase it for $8.95, or if you put a qualifying order in for a party, you can get that for free. So that's what's really nice. A $300 party, you can get two for free. And it just goes on and on. And again, that tells you right here. Oh, excuse me, 100, I'm sorry, a $300 party is four for free. So you get four of them. Plus you get $45. So that's part of the hostess benefits here that are listed here, the host rewards. Now, new is host exclusives. Richard did put a couple in some smaller catalogs just to see how it was working for people, and they loved it. This is in addition to the host rewards. Host exclusives, so we're going to just say that we're putting in a $300 party. So I'm going to let you know what you get for a $300 party. You get $45 journey dollars. That's cash to spend on any product. You get four of the ATSs in the back. You do not get a 50% off item. That starts at $400. So if your party was 400, you would get to choose one item at 50% off. So we're at a $300 party and you're the hostess, and now you get to choose what you want. So with the $300 host exclusive, you are going to be able to choose something from over here, from the 300 or more item. So you can get the stamp set here, or you can get the die set over here, or you can get the hexagon here, the piercing. Now the piercing, how that works is there is a set in here that is the hexagon dies. So the piercings are just offset on the size just a tiny bit, so that when you cut out your hexagon, you can take the smaller one, put it with it, and it will do your piercing for you on the hexagon. So this is also available as a hostess exclusive. And what a hostess exclusive is you would pay the price here. The value of the stamp set is $19.95, but you can get it for $8.95. Okay, the piercing element for the hexagon dies is $21.95. You can get it for $9.95. These do not cut. So if you have a background that you just want some lines on that are piercing in your paper, this is something that you would use. The other one is for the cutting. Same thing here. If it's $150, you can get one of these items. So that's if it is $150 party or more, up to $299, because at 300 you come over here. So if there's something over here you really really want, or if there's two items over here you really really want, you might want to do the $150 party, do two parties, and that way you can get two items over here. But if you really want a $300 item, you can come over here and do your $300 item. You just got to work out the benefits. Think about what you want, because if you want that 50% off item, let's say you want that Amaze machine, and that's a big ticket item, you're going to want to try and do a $400 item. So you're going to be choosing from over here for sure, because you don't want to split up that party because you want that 50% off item. So I hope that makes sense to you. Now, if it's a $600 or more party, you can get this sweet succulents. Remember the ones I showed you on the front of the catalog that you can make? How cute is that? I already have an idea of what I want to do with this. And so you have your different little succulents, the darker, the lighter. I think what I'm going to do is it looks like they took a white acrylic paint, maybe added a tad bit of water and splashed that on there. It could also be glazed with a little bit of our white reinker mixed in there and splashed. There's so many different things it could be. So I'm going to kind of experiment when I get that set soon, I hope. And or you can get this Family Forever stamp set. And it's a beautiful tree with leaves or without. You don't have to put them on. It looks like a lemon, an orange or an apple, a pear, on a magnolia, some banners you can put across that have these beautiful sentiments in there. So that's another beautiful set. So those are all host exclusive. Okay, now the Bloom benefit. Again, let's remember we put a $300 order in. Now we get free items. These are completely free. Remember the host exclusives, you're going to pay the small price here. This is normally $24.95 of value. You cannot purchase it, but if you do the party order of 600 or more, you can get it for only $10.95. Okay, so now Bloom benefits. It used to be every $50 you get something, but here there's three items. And like I said, everybody was getting, okay, I want more stars or I want more of the confetti. Now you can choose different items for different levels, which is really exciting because it gives you a variety of items. And what I like is they're not all stamps. If they were all stamps, you'd end up with 5 of these guys, 6 of these guys, 3 of these guys, and you'd have so many of the same thing. This is product you use and you put on cards and it's gone and you can use some more. So for every $50, it was really smart for him to put this here because a lot of our customers, will buy a couple of things at a time. And this is what's really nice is you can choose from these 3 things and put these on cards. And then when your next order comes in, you may need more of these, or you may want to stretch it a bit, go to the 75 and get one of these cute stamp sets. I love this little one. It says, I've got you covered. And I think they're bears, but they could be little pigs. I'm not quite sure, but they're super cute. I love the coffee one. Love, love, love. How much you bean to me and words cannot espresso. So super cute. Our family is just the right mix of chaos and love. Perfect for a family member or, I mean, just super cute. So again, this is $75 or more, and this is 100 for these 3 items. These are embossing folders, which are absolutely gorgeous. This is a vintage type washi tape. Looks like there's 3 different kind there. There is 3 rolls. And then this is a Victorian accent, which you get this cute frame, and then you get these blue little flowers, and this one has little leaves to it. And these leaves actually match another die that we have. So let's say we have a $300 party, you can get 3 of these items if you want because these are 100 or more. So your party's 300. So you can get these 3 of these, or you can get one of these. Now you have 200 left over, so you can get a 75 and you can get 2 of these. So that's 275, but there's no 25. So that's that. You could get one of these, 2 of these. So now that's 250 and one of these. So you can mix and match your Bloom benefits. Okay. So when you check out, it might say you have $300. So it's not $300 worth of product you're going to get. You're at level 300. So that kind of tells you, okay, these dollar amounts are what you're going to add up to 300 or less. Okay. I hope that makes sense. So what I want to do today is I wanted to share that little bit about that. Of course, my website is up above, and so you can go look. There's a live catalog on there. Once you go to my website, to the top right hand side, it'll say catalogs. You want to make sure you choose the 2017-18 catalog, and it will show up. You can enlarge it, and it is page by page. You can just go through and take a look at it. You can also pre-order not pre-order anymore, sorry, it is live. You can order catalog also. Something I wanted to mention about the catalog, our catalog is $12.95 and shipping and tax. And $12.95, to be totally honest, is completely reasonable for this amazing book. You get samples on every page. You get, I mean, just colorful images and ideas. I mean, you can look at a stamp set and go, yeah, I would never get that guy. But then you look at this and you look at some samples that other people make and you're like, oh my gosh, that is just too darn cute. And so then, of course, you want it. The samples are absolutely gorgeous. And you know when you go into a box store, look, I have glitter on my hands. When you go into a box store and you're looking at a scrapbook or stamping magazine, yes, it might have a $7 embossing folder in it that you may not even want. But there is samples, there is stories, there's different things in it, but you don't get to purchase from it to see what's available. You don't get I mean, you do get some ideas of different projects, but this is projects of stuff that you might even have on hand and you could just use right away. And just super, there's that succulent again. Super cute stuff. I also wanted to quickly show you because I'm going to be doing another video soon on our jewelry. And these bracelets right here are what I'm wearing here, and I've showed them before. And I love them. And also, these charms here are like lockets. You can open them up. You can put the dark color panels behind them. You can also stamp on little pieces of paper and decorate, which I want to do soon. Here's our pretty USA one with our red for this weekend. Woo, red, white, blue. But here's different things. So they have small lockets, large lockets. They have the dome kit that you can put the little charms in, which we have a bunch here. These are beautiful. Dreams happen, fearless, inspired, creative, be the journey. These are really nice inspirational items. The other one here, make amazing happen. And this is just our bloom here with Richard's signature on it, which is really nice. It's like a dog tag. It's thick. It's really nice and heavy. And this is a cute bloom catcher. The little hearts can go inside. Your sequins, little confetti can go inside. I've seen people put sand from a trip. Just different things you can put in there. So I just wanted to point out how amazing the jewelry is. I love jewelry. I don't wear a lot of costume jewelry, but these necklaces are rhodium plated, and I've been wearing necklaces from RG. Well, these are all new here. So these necklaces here, I've been wearing with my lockets and different things on here for over a year. And I might take it off and set it on the bathroom counter where there's steam and shower and hairspray and whatever. And it never tarnishes. It never changes color. It always looks amazing. So I really do endorse the jewelry. I absolutely love it. So there's, be looking for a video. That'll be coming soon. I really want to do some, show you some different ideas on the jewelry. And I will admit, when I first started selling Fun Stamper's Journey and I saw that there was jewelry in the catalog, I thought, oh, that's kind of odd because although I have seen jewelry in other stamping catalogs, I just thought, well, I want the stamps. I'm not into the jewelry. Then I went to convention last year and I saw the jewelry, and that was just I started last year, April of 2016, and I saw the jewelry at convention. I got to hold it, look at it, listen to what they talked about, the rhodium plate and different things, and it's made so well, so nice. The clasps are great. Um, and I like that they have the longer chains and the shorter chains. Um, the ones that come short, the longer ones I like to get because you can shorten them. You can wear them shorter and have the chain dangle down the back of your neck, and it looks great. And you can have them longer or shorter, and that's my rant about the jewelry. It's amazing. So let's get on to our project. I want to today talk about pan pastels. And what I wanted to do is every time I make a card with pan pastels, I get a lot of compliments on it. A lot of people ask about pan pastels. How do they work? How do you use them? And I did some videos. I'm going to show you some cards that I did. And I've done some videos on these. So you can find the videos on YouTube. I did this one here with PanPastels and just some different ideas of the sun and, or, excuse me, the sky and the sand and the dirt. And I added a little glitter there. And this was my first one. No, this was my second one, I think. And I did a video on this one. It was a lot of people. I did this for a swap, I believe. And a lot of people were asking about this one. And so I showed it. I don't think this card set is available anymore, but I really wanted to just show you the PanPastels um, that I used on this. And I'll kind of show you the same type of technique on that. This one I just did a video on also, and I'll show you how I did this um, using a different thing. You can look up this video, so it'll show you exactly what I did. Today I don't really, I'm not going to do a project. I want to explain a little bit about PanPastels, how they come, how you can store them, some different techniques to use. So what I want to show you is this is how the PanPastels come. They come in a palette. They come with this, this. They come with one of the wands and two of the little, I call them footies, the little footy sponges. And that is what you will get with this. Now, when you buy your tool set separately, and I'll show you that, you'll get 5 of these. I just put that one on, and then these and the handle. So this is what you will get in here. Okay, so hopefully that'll explain that a little bit for you. So what I want to do is show you how I store them, what works for me. I did use them in the palette for a long time, and then I decided to change. And I'm going to just quickly go over these because I did explain it in my previous videos. But I did have a customer that was interested in learning more about PanPastels and asked if I would do a video. So here I am. So what I did is I decided to put the title on the top, the Rich Sorbet, which is exactly what this one is. So when you get this, I'll show you. When you get the PanPastels, they come like this. So it has extra areas to add more in there. You take the lid off, and then there you go. You get one lid on the top, and then your PanPastels. For me to have 5 and 6 of these laying around was just not working for me. As you know, as a crafter, our rooms just get to be a mess, and I did not want to have to worry about that. So I decided that I was going to, after quite some time, do this. So I put Rich Sorbet on the top, and then I went ahead and put the name here, the Rich Sorbet, the colors, and then I put RS for Rich Sorbet. That way when I separate them out and I pull out a color that I might use, I'll know where these belong because I don't have the tops, but I know they belong to the Rich Sorbet because I have the RS there. And when you're screwing them together, there's a certain way. You just want to make sure it goes down all the way so it slides in. The groove is kind of long. So this is my preferred way. I have a shelf right above me here that I just keep them on. So in our catalog, I want to show you, and I wrote the page down, 256 and 257. This is our PanPastels. So the Rich Sorbet one I just showed you is this set right here, and it goes up to here. Okay, so it goes to here. This is Party Pop, Confectionery Days, and Mother Nature. These 4 are the new ones that we just received that go live in our catalog today. So these are Limeade, Raspberry Berry, Lemongrass, and Hazelnut Blend. And then we have the Brush Gold, the Brush Silver, and Colorless Blender. And I'll explain how I use the Colorless Blender. There's a couple different things you can do. And then here is when you want to purchase the whole new set. So when you use your tools, you do not need to continue to use one for every color. I do have a group of them that I use for greens and browns. And this was a lime, oops, this is a lime bright green. This is a darker blue. So there's just different ones you can use for different things. Okay, so I like to just keep them next to all my brushes and everything because I use them quite often. So let me show you a few tricks. One of the things I want to show you quickly is how to do pan pastels all together. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up this bright blue, and I'm just, like I said, I'm not going to do a project. I just kind of want to show you how to use things and some different tricks and techniques. So you just want to pat it. Just pat it, and now you can just, you can do circular motions, you can do the back and forth motion. It depends on what you're doing. If I do water, I tend to go back and forth because water is usually streaming up or down. If I do a sky, I tend to do circles, but it just really depends on what you want. So I'm just gonna kind of go around, fill in my paper, and I'm gonna use multiple blues. You're gonna layer. It's all about layering so you can get the depth. So we're just gonna pretend I'm doing a sky here. Okay, you want to make sure you don't have oils on your hand. I had lotion on earlier. I tried to wipe it off, so hopefully I'm going to be okay and not get it all oiled up because you do have oils on your hand. So even though you think, oh, my hands are clean, you can transfer oil, and it is not the best thing to do when you're trying to do your pan pastels. They are like a chalk. They are very uh, they're really creamy and smooth, but it is more like a chalk. So I'm not contaminating the color. You can see it's not going to go on there. If I like to stay in the same color family. So blues, I'll even use it like a black and dark blues, light blues. It's okay. So I'm going to go and do just a little of the darker color, just to kind of add a little depth in our sky. And that's good. And I want to use, wrong one, R. Now see, it's not contaminating. It's picking up the color, but it's not leaving the color. Okay. And I just want to lighten it up. It's going to be a little hazy. Remember, it's all about layering. So now it's a little hazy, and now I'm going to go back to, I want, let's see, we'll use a little Catalina splash. So you can tell I used the lighter one before. It's not contaminating. And I'm just going to add a little depth and color here. Okay, so there's our sky or our water, whatever you decide that you want to use it for. And you can do higher or lower. So let's pretend that this is our sky. So what I want to do is go back to, I'm going to use the pull play again and go back here and just kind of go like this. Now what I want to do is, what is really fun is the water. I'm going to make this a sky and a water after all. So for the water, you can kind of make yourself a line. And what's nice about pan pastels is you can erase it. So if you make a mistake, it's not a big deal. Now what I want to do is I'm going to make the water on the bottom. So I did an eraser. So it's really nice if you're, especially if you're doing something that you need to erase, and I'll show you that in a bit. So I'm going to come back to one. There we go. To the denim days. And again, you just pat, you don't want to rub. If you look, I have been using these for over a year, and you can barely tell. They're going to last a long time. So I'm going to add a little more water down here, a little darker. And I want to add a little bit of black right here. I'm going to add a little black in here. And it's okay that the line's going right there. It's really okay. So I'm going to make it a little darker. And then I'm going to, I have the larger one. I'm doing a little more area. I want a little darker. And you're just going to kind of blend it all in. And once you rub it a little, you can see the blue kind of coming up still a little bit. Okay. And now what I want to do is I'm going to take the other side, which is a blue, but I'm going to put a little more of an electric type blue. This one is Beach Ball. I'm just going to kind of add it in. Remember, it's about layering. And I'm going to add some more denim days in here. A little more beach ball. I want some more blue to show up. Okay, and now where I erased and I put the black, it's really looking more brown there. So I want to take a more of a blue color and just kind of go on that line. I'm just going to feather it back and forth so it just kind of burnishes in there a little bit. Okay, so now we're getting a little more of a water sky look. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is take the dark and just kind of go down a little bit. Okay. All right. So now I'm putting myself back together here. PNP for Party Pop. All right. Now what I'm going to do, and remember we're doing a sky and water. Mother Nature. I want an orange type color. So there's a citrus. Let's see. Right here, citrus core. And it looks bright and shocking, but remember it's going to go onto a dark color. So I need to find my footy. Okay, so this one had yellow on it before, and that's okay. This one is very well loved, so it's about to go anyway. So we're going to just, and you see it's not transferring color again. And I'm going to just lightly go up the sky. Okay, and lightly, just to make some sky. I went a little dark right here. I'm going to lightly erase. You notice if you go lightly, you're not really erasing the whole color, just some of the darkerness. That's a great word, darkerness. Okay, I don't know if you're able to see how the colors are turning out. So that's wrong one. That is the yellow or the orange type color I'm going to put in there. Now I'm going to put a yellow in there. And I'm going to make it right here, lemon drop. Wipe the brush off. That, you can tell, no color change. And I'm just going to put a little bit there. More color towards the bottom. Now I want a berry color. Sweet berry right here. And brown. I'm going to turn this one over. Put it on carefully. All right. And now I just want a little bit of a pink. All right, so now what I like to do is take a dry, let's see if I can find one that's dry. A dry cloth. I have this cloth here that I use, and I just kind of burnish it in because you really want the blue to show, but you want some colors. And you want to go this way so that your colors stay, you don't want the dark and the lights to get all mixed up. Okay, so now you have kind of the sunset, kind of crazy. And I like to take, I don't want to use that one, this one. And just kind of blend it. And this is a blending tool that blends your colors. But another good thing for this colorless blending is I just take a finger like this, I put it on a card that I'm going to emboss with. And it's kind of like the non-static type thing, and it works really, really well. So that's why I always have this like this handy with me. And I'm going to do something weird here too. I'm going to add a little bit of gold. So I have this one I've used for silver and gold, but I'm going to add some gold in the sky. So you can see the shimmer, and it's just faint because this is going to be a background, remember. So you don't really want a lot of, it's okay that it's a little bold with the gold on there because you're going to be layering and putting things on there and that type of thing. So this is really just, like I said, a quick little tutorial on the different things you can do with your pan pastels. So here is starting a background. You can, you can continue putting, waves in there and white and clouds and, more of a sun if you want, or, just different things. It just depends on what, what you're going to put. Are you going to put a boat or, fish or whatever? Just a sentiment, would be nice. So what I want to show you now is, this is completely, I'm going to just turn it over and show you because we're just showing you different techniques. I'm going to take this cute little whale and just put them on there. And now I'm going to take, I want a fun blue. Let's see. Let's do Catalina Splash. He's a fun blue. And so I'm going to take this blue and I'm going to just pat it right where I want it to go over my little whale. Okay, so there's my whale. So this is really cool for like a background stamp. And then you want to just come in and put um, something on top to, make it a background to just have different colors in your background, but not something crazy and bold. So there's that. And then you can just wipe off. And then you can take I wasn't very careful, but you can take your little eraser and where you went outside the lines and just kind of clean it up. So it kind of gives you an idea. It works great if it's a background, and I mean, it works great for everything, and I just wasn't careful with it, but um, I'm just trying to quickly show you some ideas. So there's a little whale that you can use. Another thing is, here we go, or a stamped image, and I'm going to take this yellow footy that's kind of not so yellow anymore, but I'm going to just tap on my color and just color my little submarine. And so that's another thing you can do is color and make it a chalk type coloring. And another thing you can do is once you do your coloring, like when I did these cards over here, what you want to do is, well, my hands are really dirty now, but it doesn't rub off because what I do is I lightly mist it with hairspray. That's what I use. It works for me. It's cheap. Um, and you lightly spray it and set it down, and then you can just start embellishing it right away. It dries so fast. All right, so there's my little coloring here of my submarine. So the little footy things work great. Like I said, you could always just do water. You could do sky. You could do, I mean, there's just so much you can do. And so let's just say we're going to take this and I want silver. And you can just, and it's nice because it's shimmery too. And like I did with the gold on the sky, it just adds a little shimmer. And I'm going to add the window, make it silver like it's reflective. And these. Okay, well, this is just quickly to show you that you can use these to color. And there's just so many things with PanPastels. They're really simple to clean up. Um, you just I just wipe my hands with a baby wipe, like if I'm in the middle, and you can just wipe them right up and it just comes right off. The paper I usually do too, so I can take one off if I'm getting ready to embellishment. My piece is done and ready to go. I can just tear off this pan pastel piece that I worked on, and then I can just um, start with a nice new clean area, and then I don't have to worry about things getting all dirty and dusty and that kind of thing. So that's some quick tips, simple, fast. I didn't do a card, I didn't do anything. I just kind of wanted to show some different ideas. Um, like the card I made was more of a dark, gloomy kind of sky. You could do really just the dark around, like I did on this one. I did more of the dark up and left the lighter in there. And then I did the ground. And again, this is with Pan Pastel, and I just lightly colored it. And there is a video on this under my YouTube. And I just wanted to show It's really forgiving. You use your erasers if you go outside the lines, like when I was coloring this little guy here. You can just go outside the lines. We have so many different coloring techniques, and Pan Pastel is just one of many. And so I just really wanted to, I was requested and asked if I could do a Pan Pastel video. So it's super quick, super simple. There wasn't really any finished product, and I normally don't like to do that, but um, it is the first of the month. I was up so late last night ordering my new goodies, and I just really wanted to get a video out there so she can kind of you too, but the person that requested to see a little bit about what pan pastels were about, to kind of show her and give you an idea of what they're about. I know when I first started and they said, "Oh, yay, pan pastels," I was like, I don't know what that is. So I'm hoping this video will help somebody. I would love for you to take a look at our full catalog. If you go to my website up here, you can go ahead and link on the catalog, look up the 2017, 2018 catalog, and see all the wonderful things in there. If you have any questions, you can ask me. If you would please subscribe to my video, I will be getting a lot more videos to YouTube. And if there's anything you want to see about Fun Stamper's journey, any request, a stamp set or a product, please let me know. I'd love to help you and do a quick little video on it for you. And I think that's it for me today. I just wanted to share a quick little product review, I guess. I love them. I love them for backgrounds. Like I said, these are the three of the ones. I've done quite a few. Three of cards I've done with the Pan Pastels. And it just adds so much to it. I mean, really look at this card right here. One stamp. That's it. And then I think I did the sentiment on the inside, and that was it. So simple, fast card. You could really just do some backgrounds, have them waiting around, and uh, when you want to do a fishing card or a beach theme or just a nice sentiment on the front, you have a background already done. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Subscribe, shop, or look around at the catalog. I'd love to have you as part of my team if anyone is interested. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and please remember to always enjoy your journey.